Hello guys and welcome to my new video. Today I thought I'm gonna be showing you how to install Arcginix either on bare metal or inside of a VM. The steps I'm gonna be using, or I'm gonna be doing rather, are applicable to both scenarios. First I just wanted to point out something to someone inside of my server, or like not my server but the server I link in my description, the random server I'm co-owner on. He asked, how do I download Arcginix? And there are two options, either the magnet link, which sends you to a web torrent site, or the torrent link, which also sends you to a web torrent site. So both is okay, and it doesn't really matter after all. Yeah, let's get right into it. Now we want to create a new VM. If you want to install this on bare metal, this isn't applicable to you. We called it Arch, and it also already chooses automatically the right things. RAM is okay, virtual disk is okay, that's okay, 8 gigs is enough, okay. And new, because oh no, not new, settings, sorry. Go to system and processor, give it 4 threads just because I want to get that extra speed. And then click on start. Now we need a optical drive, and it already chooses the Arcginix ISO I prepared beforehand, and start. That's right. And now you just have to wait a bit until it's started. But this won't take too long. So now this loaded in, and now there are two options. We can either do this from the command line, or we can do this with a semi-GUI. And I think we all know what's more likely to happen, as I'm lazy. We are using the GUI tool. We are gonna be using archfi, but to do that, I gotta do something that doesn't have to do with Arch in particular at all, because I have to change my keyboard layout. Yes, now that's good. Okay, now that's done, we have to do sudo pacman, not sudo, but pacman as we get, because, oh no, first I gotta do sy. Because otherwise we can't install wget as you saw before. So pacman as wget, yes. And that's done. Now we can do wget archfi.sf.net/archfi, and that's downloading the archfi tool. Now that that's done, we can do sh archfi, and we are inside of a GUI or GUI. Now we can change the language. I'm just setting it to English. Keyboard layout to German or DE here. Disk partitions, okay. Auto partitions in GPT, yeah, that's alright. Or data would be erased, yeah, that's good. Now that that's done, we have to go back and select partitions and install. And now you can just do this and do this and do this. That's alright. Format devices. Yes, that's good. And for boot, we are gonna use FAT32 because that's the most compatible one. So for both BIOS and UEFI and things like that. For swap, obviously, we're gonna be using swap, as there isn't really any other option. For the root device, we are gonna be using ext4. You can use PTRFS, but I don't know. Just for the ease of use inside of VM, I'm gonna use archfi. Not archfi, I'm sorry, ext4. Now mount, everything is mounted, and install Arcginix packstrap. We're gonna use the Linux kernel, the stock Linux kernel, and we can You can either choose this or not choose this. I'm just choosing it as, yeah, why not? Now this has to download some things. This won't take too long, or like maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. And yeah. Now by default, as you might figure out, it doesn't come with any GUI. It's just the command line. It also doesn't come with X or Wayland or things like that. You will have to install everything except for Pacman. But I mean, that just gives you the configurability of like, you don't have to remove everything, every single useless thing you had. So, because you never had them, right? If you don't have it, you can't remove it. And that's a nice thing about Arcginix. It's like a completely different philosophy from like Deeper Linux, for example. Now, it's not like that I don't like Deeper Linux. It's just that I despise it. I mean, it's not too bad. They do have, I'm not sure if they have spyware, but they have a consumer thingy where they send data from a laptop to them. You can disable it in the settings, but who knows if it's actually being disabled. Maybe it's just me being xenophobic against Chinese people, but you know me, right? After 2 vids, we are basically best friends forever. Now, that's nearly done installing. And also another bad thing about Deeper Linux is it comes with a lot of bloatware and it's really, really unstable. I mean, okay, to be honest, it doesn't come with that much bloatware, but it is still unstable. Because the desktop environment is just really fucked up. Okay, now that we get to configure our computer, we can set the computer name. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Set the keyboard layout, it's already configured as it was before. Set 4, that's okay. Set locale, that's already configured as before. Set time, that's the only thing you really have to kind of change. I'm gonna change this to Europe Berlin, as I am the same time zone, and I'm gonna choose UTC. Unless you want to, unless you wanna, what's it called again? Multi-boot with Windows. But I'm using UTC here because I don't. This is a VM. Set root password. Obviously, you can change this to whatever you want. You just have to remember it. And yeah, now we have to install the bootloader. We're choosing grub, install grub. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay as well. Install bootloader. Yeah. Okay. And now we have to go back and to extras. Okay. I'm just gonna install this. I don't really need it, but who cares? And now you can do archdi. Now archdi is it's like an improved version of archfi. You can install things like a desktop environment. You can also install X or Wayland, and also drivers, and also Wine and fonts. So you can choose a lot of crap in there, but also a lot of good things. So let's get right into it. Archdi. It has to download it first and install and run archdi. We are using sourceforge.net as it's recommended. I don't think it really makes any difference, but still, maybe if you have like 1 gigabit a second internet, but I don't have it. Now, this will take some time, that's normal. And bam, now we can do yeah, whatever. Let's just do this. Why? Let's just do whatever it tells us to do, right? It's not as convenient as it was before with archfi. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't like. It doesn't like go one level below if you are finished. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, who cares after all? You already got that far to install Arcginix. You might as well go one level down yourself. Oh damn, I just realized I don't even really need yay. Yeah, who cares? Oh damn. No, I don't want to download this. Okay, now let's do a full system upgrade because that just makes things more stable, I guess. And edit pacman.conf. You can do this. I won't. And okay, let's go back, install, and console. Now let's go into generic, and that just installs things like whatever this stuff is, like Nano. This is a text editor, a CLI based text editor. Vim is basically the same thing as Nano, but I guess there's color. And base level is just basically the same. It's not the same. I mean, base level contains things like sudo and also, I guess, a G++ compiler, a C++ compiler. So the compiler is G++, and I guess Linux firmware we already installed before. NeoFetch, we don't need that. So let's just do this. Proceed with installation. Hell yeah. And that's done. Now compression tools. You can install all of it. It's not like it really hurts anyone. Network tools. Now you can just choose whatever is chosen by default. It's not like it's any spyware or something. This isn't deepin. As I'm thinking about it, maybe that isn't such a good idea after all. Why is this so slow? I know I have bad internet, but not so slow. And we don't need that either way, so... I mean, you might install this, you might need this as if you install this on bare metal, but if you just wanna try it inside a VM, try to train yourself a bit, you don't really need it. Now, we already installed this before. X, we don't need this. I mean, you can install this, but you don't really need it, right? Desktop environment, it's things like Cinnamon or GNOME or Plasma. Display Manager, it's like with what you log in, and applications, that's pretty obvious. It installs things like Wine and LibreOffice, just basic stuff like that. Now you can go into the config thing. You can either do bash or firewall if you need a firewall, but the most important thing here is accounts. Now we want to add a sudoer. Add sudoer. And yeah, this thing kind of hangs sometimes. I don't know why, but I just know that it does. And edit sudoer. Oh, I think this doesn't really work. Oh yeah, we have to create a user first and then add him as a sudo. So add user, we can call him Big Smarty because that's my YouTube name after all. Oh wait. And then back we can add him as a sudo. Yeah. Edit sudo. We don't need that. And back again. Systemd, we don't need that. Boot configuration config grub make config, because why not? It's just, oh damn, I did it again. It's just better to do it than not to do it. That's what the pedophile said. And yeah, now we can go back, unmount, and reboot. Yes. Remove disk from virtual drive, force unmount, and Arcginix. Now we can log in. Oh crap. Why didn't the keyboard layer change? Either way, Big Smarty. Now that went successfully. Now you have a complete installation of Arcginix, and if you followed all of my steps, you also installed Yay, so you can do things like Yay. Oh crap, maybe I should change my keyboard layout. Well, either way, thank you for watching me. Subscribe and like if you liked it. Do the same if you didn't. And yeah. Thank you for watching me. Okay, now actually, to be honest, let's not end the video here. So I'm showing you how to add the user to the wheel group, so to the sudo, so you can actually do sudo without having to become root or every time you want to install something. So to do that, I did su, but yeah, either way, let's do user mod ag wheel ag wheel Big Smarty. And now our user is a sudo. So to test this out, we can do su Big Smarty. Oh wait, Big Smarty here. And now we can do sudo pacman, or let's just change the load keys de latin permission denied. I think we have to do sudo, and bam, now we change our keys. So thank you for watching me, and have a great time. Bye.